today we have some Burger King. I have one regular Whopper, and then this one is the steak one. I believe it has like Swiss cheese, steak patty, mushrooms, and onion rings in it. Looks like. And then, of course, our favorite, just a regular Whopper with the onion hanging out. Gotta say, this is one of my worst Burger King location that I've ever been to, but and I usually don't go to this Burger King especially. I'd rather drive just a little bit more and go to McDonald's, but today I had no choice. It's because they always mess up on my order, always missing something. They're really sassy with me for no reason. So, like, if I have any kind of question, they will just like snap back at me. I'm just like, it's just a question, like a very friendly question, but whatever. You get the really good whip of that like grill charcoal roasty like aroma flavor. My friends got me into pickles lately. I love bread and butter chips pickles. If you guys ever had pizza from Korea, they always give you pickles. So I thought that, oh, it's the same pickle that you would eat with like a sandwich, right? Or like just like really salted pickles that you would get from Jimmy John's. I don't know, but it was not the same. So I just like stopped eating pickles with anything until I tried this with my friends. Like, how did I not know? These are the sweet kind, and it's so great with pizza. Okay, so I've experienced a lot of interactions, especially with customers working at the current restaurant. And there were a handful of men that approached me, which, no offense, and I'm not trying to be mean about it. I want to make this into more of an interesting topic to talk about. Really, I'm not trying to be mean, but all those interactions where those men tried to go on a date with me, get my number, or get to know me, whatever, was nowhere near flattering. And I'm sharing because it was just such an interesting experience for me. You know, after I had Aiden and like I sort of like let go of my physical looks, and I just didn't have time to take care of myself, especially when I was like working a little bit more at the restaurant. my self-esteem just wasn't where it used to be. Nowhere near where it used to be. I was just really on the rock bottom, and those interactions just sort of made it like worse for me. Nothing offense to them, it's just like they don't even know me, so like to be fair, like come on, you don't even know me. So there are 3 times that I just remember so clearly. One of them was this guy was sitting by, he came in by himself, and he was drinking sake and he ordered food, and one of our guys overtook him. But this is when I was like really excited to talk about sake. I still am, but that's when I was like getting into sake, and I just love talking about it. And this guy orders one of like my favorite sake at the restaurant, and I was just like, oh, I kind of want him to like ask more questions about it so I could like go talk to him. So I kept like looking over. I mean, I sort of look at my tables a lot. One of like my employee actually brought up like, you look at the customer so much, like sometimes it comes up a little creepy. I'm like, I completely agree, but you know, it's just my job. I gotta be there for them. Like if they even try to look around, I'm like, okay, can I get you anything? You know, that's like what I want it to be. So I always look, but I feel like that kind of gave him the wrong idea. Because it was one of my favorite sake, I went up to him and I told him like fun facts about it, asked him how he likes the sake, and he was like, this is great, like, thank you so much. And I'm like, oh, my name is KEEMI, like please let me know if you have any other questions, like I would love to talk about it. I get it, I'm sorry, he could have took it the wrong way, but I would have done that to anybody who was drinking that sake. And then he pays, he finishes everything, pays, and he leaves, and I got a call at the restaurant phone. He's like, hey, like, can I talk to KEEMI? I'm like, oh yeah, this is her. He's like, yeah, I was just there. I was wondering, like, if you're free tonight, I would love to take you out for dinner. I'm just like, no, I'm so sorry. I am married, and like, no, I'm not free. And I'm just like, is this for real? And he looked a little bit older than me. Not that that mattered. It's just like, hey, I'm married, right? So I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no, I'm not free, and I'm married actually. It's like, oh, okay, thank you so much. Like, it was great. Dinner was great. I'll come back. I mean, obviously, he never came back. In a way, I'm sort of glad that he called instead of like directly asked me in person, because it was just so much easier to just say no. Because not that like I would have said yes in any way, it just like it would have been just so awkward, and like I hate just being in that awkward situation. Like I just hate it. One of the reasons why I felt like all these experiences were not flattering is because I feel like it could have been any woman in that room and they would have done the same thing. But I happened to be the only woman in that restaurant that day that it happened to me. That's why I felt like it's not flattering. Cause like you don't even like, yeah. Anyways, so our restaurant is right across from the Motel 6, and I said this in the previous videos that sometimes we get a handful of guests that already seem intoxicated. But this guy wasn't. There's another guy that kind of came over to our restaurant. Always sat at the bar, always drink. He didn't eat anything. He was always drinking, like a beer, I think. And then one day, he comes in, and then he just kept staring at me. Like he was at the bar, like doing this, just looking at me wherever I go, and everybody noticed. I'm just like, yeah, it's just a little weird. And I try my best to ignore it. I tried not to go near him because I was scared that he would try to talk to me. And then he has to pay for his drink, right? So I'm like, hey, like, you know, like, do you want to close your tab? And then his English was just really bad too. And then he took his chance. And he's like, I came to America. I think he's from like Europe. He told me how he came to America looking for a wife. Like, why are you looking at me? Like, why are you telling me? And then he was just like looking at me like this, and he's like, you're so beautiful. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, but you know, like, I'm not your future wife. Like, I'm just like, and I'm not exaggerating. after that day, he never came back, and he came a lot. Maybe he could have came when I wasn't there, but I was working a lot at that restaurant back then. I would have known. Maybe I should be wearing my rings, but it doesn't fit. My wedding band, my engagement ring, it does not fit. So, and I refuse to get a new one because I'm trying to lose weight, like clearly. My final and the most somewhat I don't know if it's disturbing. I just did, but uncomfortable. The most uncomfortable experience. I think these guys that I'm talking about, I think their average age would be like 45. I know I'm 30. Okay, so this is when I was like 34, okay? 35, 34. Still, the last guy, he was actually sort of, it's funny. I think this is funniest, but most uncomfortable. He was hitting on everybody at the restaurant. He was trying to talk to everybody. Like whenever they come by, he will like just kind of pin them down and talk to them. He flirted or attempted to flirt with everybody at the restaurant. Guy, girl, doesn't matter. I don't even know, it wasn't even my table. I don't know why I went by. No, I was near the table, and then he calls me over, and then he said, I find Asian women so beautiful. And then he was like trying to hold my hand. I'm like, oh my god, nope. This is why I was saying it's uncomfortable, because like, please do not touch me. Do not touch any of my servers, my hosts. Like, please keep your hands to yourself. It was just bad. And then like, I don't want to say too much. I felt bad for the guy because like, he kind of caused the scene, which I sort of don't feel comfortable talking about, like what exactly happened. But yeah, he ended up being on our blacklist basically. Like he cannot come to our restaurant. Anyways, yeah, he was just like trying to like pin me down, tell me like, you know, like, and I'm just I'm like, okay, like sure, you could tell me I'll take any compliment. Like I don't care if you think I'm beautiful because I'm Asian, I don't know, but sure, that's great, but please stop there. Please do not touch me. I love compliments, right? I do. I love compliments. And it's funny because like, yeah, I think it really depends. And judge me all you want. But I love kiss ass. Like, you tell me I'm beautiful, trying to suck up to me, I'll take it. Like I like it. Who doesn't like it when someone tells you you're beautiful, you're pretty, whatever? Like I love it, right? But it needs to end there. Like I had this one of the lady guests actually came up to me and she said, "You're so freaking gorgeous." Like that's literally what she said to me, and I'm just like, I think I was so shocked, and I was just so excited to hear that. I almost cried because it felt really genuine. Like those other guys, like nah. I love it when women compliment me more than men. So when she told me that I was gorgeous, I'm just like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, you have no idea how much that really brightened my day. It may seem shallow, but from where I was standing, where my confidence was, it was just like, it really put it up there that day. Right now, I think I'm doing a lot better actually, because I think my entire life I've been a very confident person, but when I gained weight after giving birth, and I almost felt like I had no control over it. I think that's why I felt like, yeah, this like, I think that's why it kind of like made it worse, because I felt like I had no control over it. Like when I was gaining weight when in my 20s, like sure, I made that choice and I was able to do something about it. But when I gained weight after giving birth, which was also my choice, because like I make decisions. I would eat certain things, I would eat certain amounts and all that. But it felt like trying to fix that was a lot harder than before. I think that's why it felt really uncontrollable, and it was just like really sad, and I just really like didn't want to look in the mirror. Like I didn't want to like, all that. So I definitely prefer the Whopper over the steak one. I just feel like there's like, maybe I should have added tomato in here, but I am stuffed. I hope you guys enjoyed another mukbang, and I'll see you guys in the next video.